So I get this question almost every single day. If Jesus is God, why didn't he just say it plainly? And someone specifically sent me an email in one of my videos this week to ask me this question, right? And so I don't get in philosophical debates. I just don't do that with people. But so this video is going to answer. This is my reply to you, and to anyone else who might ask me the question: if Jesus is God, why didn't he just say it? And I get it. Like, I get why that question feels like a strong opinion to people. I mean, it sounds logical, right? It sounds airtight. It sounds like it's that knockout punch to Christianity. But that's only if you've actually never just if you've never listened to what Jesus actually said. Because the moment that you open the scriptures, the moment you watch his actions and the moment you hear his words, you will realize something. That Jesus didn't hide who he was or hide his identity. He revealed in ways that no ordinary man could even imitate. So let's get into this. So, one of my favorite verses in the Bible, one of my favorites, is John 8:58. And Jesus looked the religious leaders in the face and said, "Before Abraham, I am. Not I was, not I existed, not I came before him." He uses the divine name, I am. The name Yahweh gave Moses from the burning bush. And this wasn't just some kind of symbolic, poetic language. This wasn't Jesus being mysterious. This was Jesus taking the personal name of God to Israel and placing it on himself. And guess what? He said this to the religious leaders. What did they do? They picked up stones because they knew exactly what that meant. They knew what that was claiming. He wasn't claiming this to be a prophet. He wasn't claiming to be a nice guy or a messenger or some sort of spiritual influencer. That wasn't what he was doing. He was claiming to be the great I am, Yahweh in the flesh. Now, that's not unclear to me. That is an unmistakable statement that reveals truth to me. Let's go to the next piece here. Let's talk about worship, right? Well, God made it pretty clear that you only worship him. Every righteous person in scripture refuses worship. Angels refuse to be worshiped. Prophets refuse to be worshiped. And even the apostles refused worship, right? But Jesus took it. Jesus received worship. Thomas fell to his feet and said, "My Lord and my God." Jesus didn't correct him or stop him. He didn't say, "No, no, 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 no. Let's Thomas, come on. Worship only God, worship God alone." Now, Jesus would have done that because Jesus corrected people when they were wrong, but he accepted it because he is the one worthy of worship. And if Jesus were not God, this moment would be utter blasphemy, but instead it revealed revelation. Now, then there comes authority. Jesus forgives sins, not as a priest offering a sacrifice, but as the one who actually owns the throne. So he speaks to the storms like they're his disobedient children. And then he even commands demons that are like trespassers on his property. Hey, you get out of here, right? Like you get out of that person. He just like a trespasser, right? And he raised the dead with a sentence. Every time he does, the crowd reacts the very same. They're in fear, they're amazed, they're confused, but they also worship. Because no one, no prophet, no teacher, no miracle worker ever had the same authority that Jesus commanded himself with. And he didn't act like someone pointing up to God. He acted like someone speaking as God. Now, John 10:30. Jesus says, I and the Father are one. Not that we agree on things and we're best friends. He's dad, I'm the son, we're different. We're aligned. We're on the same mission. One. And again, that the reaction is instant. They accuse him again of blasphemy because they understood him perfectly. They knew what he meant. He wasn't claiming to be the messenger of God. He was claiming to be equal with God. All of his enemies, the ones who wanted him dead, understood him better than every skeptic today. Okay. So now, that empty tomb. Let's talk about that empty tomb because to me that's going to speak louder than any debate. But let's get a little bit deeper into it. If Jesus claims to be God and he wasn't, then the story ends at the grave. But it didn't. The resurrection is the ultimate confirmation. It's the Father's stamp on everything. It's heaven's final verdict. And it's the cosmic announcement that everything Jesus said, everything he claimed, everything he revealed was absolutely true. Empty tomb is God's megaphone. Now, besides that, there were many people there who witnessed this, put their lives on the line every single day to go out and preach this good news. Every apostle went out there risking their life every single day. Why? They weren't seeking glory. They weren't seeking money. They knew the truth and they were spreading the truth. You wouldn't have risked your life for nothing. So my question is Jesus really God? And as I said earlier, when people ask me this, I don't go into a debate. I don't get trapped in some sort of philosophical idea. I don't get stuck in all these, hyp- you know, hypothetical situations. I just point to evidence in the Bible. I point to miracles. I point to the resurrection, and I'm going to point to the scriptures. And I point to the one who still breaks chains today. Jesus didn't whisper about his identity. He declared it. He lived it and he proclaimed it. And the world has been wrestling with that declaration ever since. So, yes, Jesus is God. Not because I said it, who am I? But because tradition said it. Not because religion said it, because he said it. He revealed it and he also proved it. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. So, Jesus is God. So, comment, like, share, subscribe so more people can learn the words of Jesus. Thank you. Have a great weekend.